Hello friends, welcome once again to my channel Ojuk's Online Maths Class. In this video, I would like to provide solution to this trending question on social media pertaining to matrices. As you can see, the question on the board is a matrix involving trigonometry, and we are asked to multiply the matrix P and Y. The two matrices P and Y in question are square matrix. How do you go about multiplying these two matrices? Automatically, if you are talking of multiplication of matrix, is a case whereby row column multiplication is applied. How do you solve, or how do you apply this row column multiplication? Now listen and observe this. Okay, this is the two matrices in question, matrix P and matrix Y, and we are asked to multiply the two matrices. So let's bring out the matrix. We have matrix P having the elements of cos x minus sin x, sin x, and cos x. Then the second matrix, matrix Y, will have cos x, sin x, minus sin x, and cos x. These are the two matrices in question, matrix P and matrix Y. Let's call this one matrix P. This is matrix Y. How do you multiply this? Here we apply row column multiplication. So this is the row of this matrix P, and these are the columns of matrix Y. Horizontally is the row, vertical is the column. So each of the row in matrix P will multiply each of the column in matrix Y. How do you go about that? Now listen, observe. Matrix P, this is the first row in matrix P. So the first row in matrix P, which is cos x and minus sin x, will multiply the first column and second column in matrix Y, which involves the first column matrix Y is cos x minus sin x, that is the column. Then the first row as well in matrix P will multiply the second column in matrix Y. What's first row in matrix P? Will have cos x minus sin x multiplying the second column of matrix Y, which is sin x and cos x. So we are done with the first column, with the first row of matrix P. Now let's go back to the second row of this same matrix P. It will also go for first column and second column of matrix Y. So when we do that, we'll have this as well. Second row for matrix P will have sin x, then cos x, multiplying the first row, the first column of matrix Y. This is the column. First column of matrix Y will have cos x and minus sin x. Okay? That same second row of matrix P will have sin x and cos x, multiplying the second column of matrix Y, which is sin x and cos x. Okay, so we have splitted it this way. Let's now do the multiplication. Now start. How do you do the multiplication here? It's very simple. The first element in the first row here will multiply the first element in the first column plus the second element in the first row multiplying the second element in the second column. So that's how we'll do it for all the multiplications involved in this matrix. Now let's start. Cos x times cos x will give us cos square x, then plus this minus sin x times minus sin x will automatically give us plus sin square x. Now continue. Sin x times cos x, we are having sin x cos x, then cos x times minus sin x, we are having minus sin x cos x. Okay, then move over to here. Cos x times sin x, we are having sin x cos x, then minus sin x times cos x, we are having minus sine x cos x. Then finally here, sine x times sine x. We're having sine square x, then cos x times cos x. We're having plus cos square x. Okay, so this is the result of the multiplication. Let's now evaluate further. From trigonometry, cos square x plus sine square x is automatically equals to 1. So we'll have 1 sine x cos x minus sine x cos x is equals to 0. We'll have 0. Then sine x cos x minus sine x cos x is equal to 0. Then sine square x plus cos square x from trigonometry will have 1. So this is our result of the multiplication of p and y. So as you can see, this is a unit matrix. So solving the matrix involving trigonometry is as easy as ABC. Thank you for watching. I love you all.